All right, everybody. Hello, hello. It's been a while since I made a video. I am Sassafras or Nubafras or Frass or Sass, whatever you like. And this is going to be a video about the top 3 things that I think you can do to really start kicking your healing up a notch so that it's not just more effective, but I think also a lot more fun and smooth and just a pleasure to do. Who is this video for? This video is for you if you know all the fight mechanics for the most part, you've read Icy Veins about your character, you're familiar with your buttons, you've got a handle on things, and you're just ready to take that next step. So to help us out today, we've got Shav here with us, my friend Shav, and yeah, and what she's going to help us demonstrate here is Mouseover Macros. So if I come over here and open up my macros, and you will see this one here. And this macro is for chain heal, but whatever else. It just show the tooltip because I like to see the tooltip, and it'll still show me what the spell does. And then cast targets mouse over the spell name, in this case chain heal, semicolon chain heal. And what that's going to do is all I have to do is put my mouse over Shav, and it'll cast chain heal at her. I don't have to click, I don't have to target, I don't have to do anything. I can also mouse over her health bar, cast chain heal, boom, there it is. Or I can mouse over myself and cast it on me. And what's really so powerful about this is now you're healing and you're doing it with half the clicks. You're no longer, okay, I gotta click this, and then I either gotta come down here and click that or hit the hotkey. I gotta click this. Oh darn, I'm on the wrong person. I'm trying to heal Shav and I don't notice. I'm panicking. I don't notice that I'm healing myself over and over again because I've got the wrong person targeted. None of that matters. It's just wherever your mouse cursor is, it's going to heal health bars or out here. The other nice part about this is that I can have this training dummy targeted, or the mob or whatever, and I can be DPSing and having a good time. Oh god! Oh, and then Shav takes a hit, and I just come down here, heal her up, and then I go right back to DPSing the target dummy without ever having to find the target again. That's just dare. So if you play a shaman, you know that lava burst procs sometimes. So while that's going, I'm just going to be healing Shav, healing the raid team, doing some heals. Here we go. Oh, proc, just gonna quick fire that at the target dummy. Don't do anything else. So easy, so smooth. You're gonna have a lot more fun. It's half the bars. And that is literally what we needed Shav for. So let's wave bye to Shav. Thank you. Take a bow. Does she know how? I don't know. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, next. That's number 1. Mouseover macros. Do them. Oh my gosh, do them. Oh, and then after you set yours up, so I have one, every single one of these is a mouseover macro. After you set yours up, run a heroic. Get used to it. The first time through, you're going to be like, what on earth is happening? You're not going to be used to it at all. Run a single heroic. You'll be fine. And heroic. Don't run like a mythic. Don't run a high-level mythic. Just a heroic where you can really have a lot of space. I don't want to watch this guy beat that up. Where you can have a lot of space to figure things out without having to panic or be stressed about it. Okay, the next thing. You may need a UI overhaul mod for this. I'm not sure. Move your health bars to the center of the screen. You can see I've got my own health bar here. I've got Shav's health bar here. I've got my target bar here. And if I wanted to, I have a focus up here. So from the bottom up, it's myself, my party, my target, and my focus. The bliss frames default to way over on the left. Then your eyes are traveling over here, over there, over here, over there, over here, over there. If your health bars are in the middle of the screen, you can see if you're standing anything. You can see what your party's doing. You can see what your target's doing. You can see all that stuff without having to shift your eyes constantly back and forth. Can't recommend it enough. Like, really, really can't recommend it enough. That was an easy one. The last one, I have to queue up a different thing. I'm going to queue up a video here that I took previously. Okay, so here we are in the other side video that I have previously shown. And I want to show you something in the Hakar fight here. So let's cue this up to Hakar. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. Now, turn off the sound because I don't want it. Okay. Now, as we play here, what I want you to notice, so first of all, again, just while I'm here, just to bring that up before. So my party bars are here. My target bar is here. If I had done a focus on this fight, it would have been here. You can see I'm standing here. So I can see all the time if I'm standing anything and my health bars without having to move my eyes. Really handy. The other thing I brought up at the start, just really quick, these are all weak auras. Don't worry about them. You don't need anything that fancy at all. It's fine, just let it go. You don't need a damage meter. You don't need any of this stuff. Just stick with the basics. Anyway, so we're fighting Hikar. And I want you to notice that here, I can see that that player is being targeted by a Son of Hikar. This big red box right there. And I can't do anything about it, but I know that that person is probably going to take a little more damage than everybody else. That's really good knowledge. Let's keep going. Then we get Corrupted Blood. Look at, again, I can't do anything about it, but I can see right there that these players are going to need more healing, that this is going to be more important. And then just boom, right in front of my face. Right. Let's, and then if we keep going just a little bit more, I think this gets a little bit more interesting. No, not really. Okay, we're going to skip ahead to the Mana Storm fight. This was the last bursting week. Okay, so here we are in the Mana Storm fight. Now this fight, the person takes a lot of damage if they're soaking the beam. But again, I have it set up that I can see that right there. I need a drink. Easy. And I can see who has the red laser arrows. See, they're here and here. They're going to do their thing. I trust them to do their thing. There's nothing healing to go. But what I think the most important thing about that is that I can tell without even having to look at my head that there's no red arrow here, which means I don't need to worry about the mechanic. I don't need to get in position. I'm super fine because I can see that I don't have one. So as this fight goes on, this stack's going to go higher and higher, and I can see it, and then I don't get surprised. Oh, let's go back a little bit. There. Because notice that, that person got hit by both. So this person is going to be tanking the beam for a while, and that person, I'm going to have to pile on heals. And I'm not going to wonder why that person is suddenly taking a lot of damage. I'm not going to wonder what's going on. I'm not going to wonder what they're standing in, because I can see that debuff right there. And then one more example. I go all the way back to the beginning. This is what kind of started this whole thing here. This isn't where I want to go. I want to go into here. Right, this. Okay, so cleansing, debuffs. Right, the other debuffs were things that I would have to heal so I could have the knowledge but not do anything about. Now we have a debuff that I can actually do something about, and that is the Shadow Word Pain right here. I can dispel that, and I have two choices. I can dispel it, use a global cooldown, but then prevent all the damage it would do. Or I can leave it up, save the global cooldown, and eventually use one to heal that player anyway, and maybe more. Right? Deadly Boss Mobs isn't going to show you a Shadow Word Pain. Nothing's going to show you that, right? You've got to set it in your UI, and I'm honestly not sure if the vanilla one does it. So you can see your cleansable debuffs. Because, this Shadow Word Pain actually, from these Hoodoo Hexers, does a significant amount of damage. You're going to have to throw several heals into that. The person won't die, but then you're behind. You feel bad, and that's not fun. Why is that person taking so much damage? I don't understand it. I'm always reacting, whatever, whatever, right? Just cleanse it. Cleanse it right away. Even if you're behind, take the global cooldown and get it off. And that can be such a hard thing to do. I'll cleanse it in a second. I got to heal. But in that second or and a half or 2 seconds it took you to heal, the dots tick twice more. And now you need to heal even more. You're even more panicked. Just prevent the damage in the first place is such a smarter way to go at it. So if we play this, there it's go. I should go back a little further. So check it out. We're going. Look here. We know it's going to land here. There it is. 9, 8, 7, off. Ticked once. I don't have to worry about it. There's enough damage here, right? Just get that done. It's going to be more fun. Because I don't know about you, but I hate healing from behind. It stresses me out. I start to shake. I get too wrapped up in it. I feel bad, like I should have been able to save them, right? Well, if you prevent the damage in the first place, you don't fall behind. Number 1. So let's recap. Number 1, Mouseover Macros. Number 2, move your party frames into the middle. Get them in here. So much better. Number 3, have a way to track debuffs. Like this one here is another one I can't do anything about, but I know this tank is going to be taking a ton of damage because they've got this bleed on them from these little spinny dudes, and it sucks. So, if I know it, I don't feel behind anymore because I can prep for it. And I said it was 3 things, but I'm given a bonus because I couldn't decide. And the last one I'm given is focus target. So you can see here that, once again, I've got my party frame, I've got my target, and then I've got a focus target. And I hit that focus target as I run up to the fight because I don't want to be fiddling with the buttons or anything while I'm fighting. And this is one that you're going to get a feel for. What mobs do I need to focus? What do I not? That's a whole other thing. But once you get an idea of which mobs you're going to focus, it'll be really useful. So I like these death speakers because they do a thing called Shadow Core, which does a ton of tank damage, which I can kick. And again, same thing. If the Shadow Core gets off, I got to heal the tank. Takes a cooldown. If I kick the Shadow Core, it still takes the same amount of cooldowns, but it prevents the damage in the first place. And I can see when they're doing that. Right? But the other thing is, no matter what happens with my target here, no matter what happens to my target, I will always be able to see what is happening with my focus. Oh, sorry, I see what happened there. So this here can change. I can shoot lightning bolts at different guys. I can do whatever else. But as this fight starts, let's move on. I can see always what that big bad mob is doing. I know when to kick. I know when it's doing that erupting darkness purple thing that maybe I missed the graphic of, but I can see that like it's casting it, right? I'm like, oh, I gotta look. I can see that, right? Set up your focus targets. It's a bonus. I said it was 3. It's a bonus. It's 4. But that one takes a little bit of knowledge. But I just couldn't decide, so I put it in 2. So I hope this helps. I hope this will give you some good ideas on stuff that you can do in your own healing with your own healers and trying to put me right in the middle. Look at that. With your own healers and your own getting better. And most importantly, I really hope this helps you have a little bit more fun when you heal, because I don't know about you, but when it's going smoother, I have a lot more fun. And when I'm doing less awkward clicks and fiddly things, I think it's also a lot more fun. So what are your top 3? If you were making this video, what top 3 would you pick? And, let me know in comments or text messages or whatever. And until then, we will see you next time. Thanks so much.